Hi, good evening and welcome to Fun and Food Gardeners. Guys, today is November 3rd, 2020, presidential election day. So the election is going on as actually the time is not time is around 4:30 p.m. So in the next 2 hours, we'll be knowing who the next president of the United States will be for the next 4 years. And bad news, a little bad news on my garden. So we came out this morning. Yesterday, temperature was in the 30s, like 37, 36, and we have we have a lot of damage here from the frosting. Look at the cocoyams. Let me show you guys. See the cocoyams. Overnight, we have all this. Yeah, what you do here? No, that's not. So overnight, we have all this. Uh, Look, I don't need now. Yeah, wow. So overnight we had this damage right here. We had this damage right here. Loss of shaft, loss of loss of shaft, and you know, loss of destruction here. So that hasn't. This is on the cocoyam side, and then the big problem we have, the big problem we have is on our sweet potatoes. The sweet potatoes, we are in deep trouble here. Look at the sweet potatoes. Look at the leaves. See them. Um, um, we are really, really in a lot of trouble with our sweet potatoes. So overnight, look at the leaves, burnt. See that across the board. Um, the problem, what I heard about this, is that the storage life of the sweet potato might not be as comparable as the ones that we are not frostbitten. Now, this particular section here, we have a lot of sweet potatoes here actually. We planted a lot. But these ones right here, they are about 90 days, 90, 95 days. Um, I understand that due time to start harvesting this stuff is, this is the first time we're actually planting sweet potatoes. And I understand that due time is about 100 to 120 days. But we have about 90, 95, maybe 96 days on this. Now we do have ones that are like, we have some behind these cocoyams. Those ones are more than 150 days. We haven't harvested them, but they didn't suffer that much damage, mostly because the cocoyams, took the frost out of them, and so you can see they're in good shape. So they didn't suffer that much because the cocoyams took their share of the frost. And so I'm going to leave those ones for now, for the next 2 weeks. But these ones that suffered the frost damage, we see these ones are almost, look, pretty much burnt, like someone set fire on them, on the leaves. See how bad this thing can be? Essentially, like someone set fire on them. So we are going to harvest these sections, all these ones. We will attempt to get as much as we can today, and whatever we cannot get, we'll try and get those tomorrow. But we will try to get this out. Yeah, these ones are more than 100. You can see the entire sea of sweet potatoes you're looking at here. All these are more than 120 days. So we are fine with this. In terms of the number of days they've been on the soil. Now we don't know about the production and the root development. So we're going to find out in a minute. We're going to find out in a minute. We're going to harvest all this. We still have more damage. If you look on this side, we have some mild damage on this section. I don't know whether it's because this is closer to the house. You can see the house right there. So maybe because this is closer to the house or something. But we have burns here and there, but we still have a lot of good leaves. So it is safe to say we might leave this one out for today and probably catch up on it tomorrow or through the weekend. Today is Tuesday, November 3rd. So, but for the ones that suffered extensive damage, we will try to grab as many as we can right now. And yeah, this one's also suffered damage, but not as much. So this also will be delayed. Harvesting this will also be delayed. So you can see some of them are actually almost ready. Look at that. See the tubers on this one? This is actually my compost. So this is the compost that we cooked. This compost is almost 2 years old. We didn't do anything with it, and so we threw in some sweet potatoes. You can see how good, how big this ones are. So yeah, so these ones are fine, but let's just go and try and do some work on the other section, see what we can be able to get out of it. Okay, so let's do some work here. Go for somebody. Camera. Put my hand to focus it. Okay, you focus it exactly here.
What?
You know, so let's see. Let's see what we have there. All right. This one is. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to eat any of the leaves. I was actually going to get some of them out the other day, but oh well, wow, these ones are all rooted, all over here, but they didn't. This is less than 100 days old, so we might not really be able to get as many. But we'll see. We'll see in a minute what we have here. See, there's still, you know, yeah. See some of these roots are still just forming. If we had more time, all this we're going to be full potatoes, but we didn't have that much time. These are kind of like late. We planted this like in July, really, because we planted something else here, and after we harvested it, we couldn't find anything else to put in, and then we decided to throw this in, you know, on the strength that we might be able to get something, and we're going to find out now what we got. So far, nothing. Oh wow, looks like I found something. Yep, got something. Yeah, so we have something coming up. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This is 100 days old. Look at that. And guess what? We planted the vine. So it's not like we put in any sweet potato down here. The vine is what? Yeah, go Jida. The vine is what we put in. And this is what they so far. This is just the first tire. You know, and wow. It's not even over yet. We put in the vines, guys. Just the vine. That's all happened. We put in here, just vines. And look. Amazing, right? And this is compost anyway. So all these ones would have, you know, turned into sweet potato if they had the time, but they didn't have the time. Oh wow. Holy Christ. I was looking for 100 days. Look. I was looking for 100 days, guys. Look at that. We were looking for 100 days. We did not know we didn't have to get to 100 days. That's ideal. I mean, like, if we left them to 100 to 120 days, we would have been able to get all these ones bigger. But But here we are. You know, here we are. Oh wow, look. This one went all the way in. That's the funny thing about this. They don't always stay on the top. They try to hide. Oh, this is really good. See? Looks like a human hand. So, it's very ideal for this kind of stuff. You don't want to be, sticking your hand in, especially, with this. But, oh wow, oh, look at that. This one went and hid like behind, very close to the tires. Oh, this is a tire that I got these tires for free. See that? We got all these tires for free. Bought some compost and put in them, and then we plant. That way, we don't have to do any weeding. Really nothing. Essentially, all you need is just put your plants. We're going to put some winter plants in here. We are putting some sweet. Holy Christ! I just broke this one, unfortunately. But look, we are putting some winter plants in here. I'm going to plant a fava. They call it fava beans. That's the first time I'm planting that. But I read up on those, and I understand that they do well in the winter. So we're going to be putting some fava beans in here, and we'll see. We'll also put in some sweet peas, and then basically we'll see what's going on. So yeah. So this is just one tire, and let's see. We can measure this here. One tire, one sweet potato slip that we put in here, and so far look at what we got. This is more than enough for one person. No effort. Look, you can actually weigh it, and you're probably looking at a good 2 to 3 pounds right here from just one tire. So let's dig into the second one. We had these corns because initially, like I told you guys, we didn't have anything. We really didn't have anything to plant here, so we were wondering what to put here. We tinkered with the idea of putting some corn in. We changed our mind, but before then, the corn, some of the corns have already been planted. So essentially, we let them stay there, and here we are. Oh, look, this is funny. Some of them that I planted here went over to the other side, and he actually attempted to form something. Let's do the way here. Maybe it's too high. What you do?
Yeah, I know my friend.
Okay. So, it looks like this one actually left here and went on the ground somewhere and formed some sweet potato. We'll see. Let's see what's going on. I'm not sure whether it formed anything. Okay. That doesn't look like it formed anything, but surprisingly, it was very solid in the hand. That you would think that it formed something. I think there's something in there, just not worth my effort right now. We have so much of this stuff. We just keep moving. It's 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Let's try and see how many we can get tonight. All right. And all this stuff will go into our compost. All this stuff will go into our compost. For big, This is, this stuff really good for our compost. Yeah. So this would have really given us a lot of some good sweet potatoes. Look, see? That's the first one from here. Let's see what else we got. Okay, there's another one. It looks like the first soil is better than this one in terms of produce. Because and bear in mind that we didn't plant all of them at the same time. what happened was that, because it depends on whatever we planted here, as we harvested them, we kind of put in the sweet potatoes. So essentially, okay, we have these small ones are going to be very handy when we try to develop new slips for next year. So actually, I'm not even sure that I planted sweet potato on this one. It looks like the vine from that one, came over here, and then we buried it, hoping that it will have enough time to develop. I believe this one was just the corns that you just saw me move out that we have here on this one. So, but this one has a real sweet potato plant. So let's see what we got on this side. All this stuff, the corn. We're gonna feed this on our turtle. We have a tortoise right here. So they like the corn. Unfortunately, they don't like the corn unless you cook them. If you don't put the corn in the microwave, they don't like them. I don't know whether because they don't smell them or something. And so we try to, wow, look at that. See? This is actually, we have a real plant in here. So wherever we planted them, we're getting something. We're getting something that is several times more. We only planted the slips. Look at that. Only the slips. And here's what we're getting. So, and see, several new ones that would have developed, but for the fact that we got stopped. Where's my hand? Oh, right here. Yeah. So, see, like this one, I don't know whether this one came over from here or that one came over from there, but all of them, wow, look at that. So, look at that. See? Holy Christ, look at that. Look at that. Guys, whatever you're seeing here, this is less than 100 days old. Look. I cannot believe this. And this is the first time I'm planting sweet potatoes. I read up on it on YouTube, and I decided to give it a try. Very first time that I'm planting this stuff. And really impressed. This will now be, I like it a lot. I normally, the way I cook them, I do dehydrate them, buy them from the stores, dehydrate them. Wow, look at that. That's a beauty, right? And I think I believe we have even production. Look at that, look. Even production. The same amount of yield we had on the other one is also the same thing we are seeing here so far. Let's see, make sure we have everything. Which means if we get all this stuff right here on these ones that are less than 100 days old, those ones we will be making a killing. Okay, so let's try this one. I am not sure whether I actually planted sweet potato on this or whether the same thing applies, which is that a remnant of the ones that we planted elsewhere came over here, like a spillover. I'm going to actually uproot this because we planted this because of this stuff is the Nigerian grain, Angara. We planted it because we wanted to get the seeds. As you can see, we already cut the seeds, a bunch of them, for next year's planting. So really, I don't need them now. I'm going to clean this place out and get it ready for my next plants, my next winter plants, which we will start doing by tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm trying to get some of the baby seeds, just in case we might need them for the. Okay, we have something here. Look at that. And I believe these are This one came over. Because I kind of strongly believe I didn't plant anything on this side. So this ones basically came over from the other side. The vines normally the vines just keep going all over the place, and at some point I was grabbing the vines and burying them in here. See, this one would have really surprised. It went all the way and still got something. Let's see. Okay, so I might actually use this for slips for next year. So we got two more, and so far so good. So far so good. 100 days, this place would have been really, after we got out the spring crop. I can't remember what was really planted here, but this place would have been idle since then because we really didn't have anything else. I think it was sweet potato. I can't believe that. I can't remember what it was exactly. But the place would have been idle since then. But we decided to throw in some of this from our slips. You know, from the slips, the ones we planted right there. We just went there, cuttings. Just cut them and bury them in. That's all. And now they're shining. So, okay. First one on this one. This actually came from the first one. So this I don't believe I planted. Okay, we planted one here. Yep, we planted one here, and just one only, and then planted corn and everything. So we kind of struggled with that to be able. Oh, wow! There's a lot of creatures in here. A lot of creatures in here. Wow! Look at that. A lot of creatures in here. That's, oh my! Look at this. Some centipedes. You know, they're not like the bad centipedes anyway. So yeah, we got something on this one. Just one. This must be among the ones I, did late. Because basically what happened was we kept throwing in slips. Just praying that the winter, the frost, the weather didn't come very quickly, and knock us out. See, this is actually a remnant of what I planted here before, which is a sweet potato. So the two continued, apparently, but so we still got something.
That is a sweet potato.
No, the other one is a regular potato. So let's do the last one. This appears to be clearly one of the ones we planted sweet potato on. So you see how it did.
Nobody ate the potatoes.
Yeah, there's actually a potato. Oh, good one too. Because this one is among the type that you can keep and plant for next year. See, like all these ones you can actually use them to culture slips for next year. Next year's planting. So really, you don't have to go to the store to buy. Oh wow, look, interesting. Look.
You know, doctor,
Yeah,
so
look. See them? A bunch of them. Not bad for a first timer. This is the first time we're doing this, like planting sweet potato. Wow, we got the biggest haul. I think this is probably one of my biggest so far. I'm gonna try to move this stuff over here. Tomorrow when we come to plant, we'll plant the winter, put the winter crops in. We'll have to rearrange. Still have more coming out. Wow, what am I hitting? I'm hitting something. See? I think we have we only put in one here. And wow, oh my God. Holy Christ. Look at that.
Ọ bụ around
Yeah,
ka
yeah.
nke a na-ego na store.
Yeah, this is almost like the store-bought ones. You know? Oh, and guys, don't forget that not a single fertilizer on this stuff. It's just a compost. We don't use fertilizer. We, you know, in this, for spring stuff, we use some organic fertilizer because we need to get them moving. But for these ones, we didn't use any fertilizer. I didn't even know what fertilizer to use on this because we are not losing anything. We're just putting the slates in. But these are all compost. These are all compost, not the store, not the soil or anything. These are all compost. So that's beautiful, right? I think I have another one. Holy Jesus.
Wow.
So, yeah. So this one is, I'm super impressed. I'm super impressed for a first timer. Now this stuff gonna be this will be my one of my staples. This will be one of my staples. So, all right. So we just knocked out five. Let me try to put them in this container, and we can be able to assess the quantity. So we just knocked out five of this, and I'm gonna show you guys in a minute what we got. You know, so holy Christ, look at that. This is super exciting, man. This is super exciting. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. A full bucket. See that? A full bucket. This is less than 100 days old. Number one. Number two, look at where I put them. We already planted something else here for the spring. Harvested them. And then we threw in slips. Slips is basically you get this. We just get this, we'll cut it and put it on the ground. That's all. From the plants down there. You know, so those ones are almost 160 days old. We haven't even gone there yet. So imagine what will happen when we go over there. We'll try to get those on camera too when we get down there. So now that we just did this, we're gonna do one more. Let's do the compost. The ones on the compost. And that'll probably be the better ones to do. Yeah, we can do the ones on the compost, and then we'll continue. Let's do the compost, the ones on the compost, and then we can continue with all these other ones tomorrow. We'll do part 2 of it. So this is gonna be part. How many minutes we have there?
28.
Okay, so we'll probably do this one and then complete it. Then tomorrow we'll do the rest of them and then the second part of it. But this is super exciting. Okay, so this is my compost. This compost was started in 2019, early in 2019. You know, it used to be big like this. We kept putting, we don't basically grab everything from the yard, cleanups, lawn, whatever. Stuff from the kitchen, no meat. We just put them in here, and they've formed into a nice, solid red humus. Look, you know, so really cool humus. And so we decided to do planting here for the first time. You can see. So 2 things I put in here: the sweet potatoes and my beans. Look at the beans. These are the scarlet runners. These beans are scarlet runners. I'm gonna actually try to do a video of this before I finish harvesting them. We've already started harvesting them, gotten a couple of cups inside. So we just put in 1 scarlet runner here, and we have been harvesting this. So you can see the remnant here. But let's do this. Let's get the sweet potatoes out and see what we got. Interesting. Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. This should be more than 120 days old. But don't forget that this was planted in a hidden place. You know, see how smooth. You know, there's a tree right under here. So really, I mean, we shouldn't have put anything here, ideally, but we did because we had so much slips and we kind of wanted to put them somewhere. So that was what informed putting this in. They're still coming, but we're looking at the big ones. Just put your hand and grab them. Look at that. Look. Look at that. Look at that. On compost. Right on compost, on the compost. Yeah, so we'll take this and try to grab it. I think we threw in maybe like 2 or 3 slips. Something like that. It's very likely we're going to miss a lot of them because we put them in at random and we'll just get whatever we can get that is exposed. We'll just grab those ones. Wow, look at that. I just thought I hit something. Yeah, I hit something on the. Okay, so this one. Okay. A lot of them. We probably won't be able to do any winter. We have a lot of, because we have a lot of plants, we might not be putting any winter crop on the compost because we do have a lot of space right now for what we would need to do. So, okay, so this one. I thought I saw one big one around here. Okay, so how this one, I'm gonna keep this one. See, this is the type that you actually grow slaves from for next year. So we're gonna be using some of these tiny little ones for what we need to do next year. Like the one I'm gonna show you guys now. So like this one. See how pretty it is. So this is going to be invaluable when we start still picking them. They're just lying right up there. Very easy to grab. Another one right here. So basically what this thing was doing was oh my God, look at that. Holy Christ.
Wow.
This was actually
This is
mixed.
the biggest.
Yeah, this is actually mixed. And this is a sweet potato that we threw in here, where we threw out in here before. Actually, this is normal potato that we threw in, like, wanted to
And it
trash.
grew here.
Trash, and then they grew during the growing, spring growing period, and then they're still here. So we are going to keep this for planting next year. Let me see. Yeah, they're good enough. We're gonna keep these 2 for planting next year. And this is probably the biggest price for this. Oh, another one. Yep, look at that, Irish. This is Irish. And this is from probably one of the ones we threw out.
Yeah.
You know?
We put in the
Oh,
compost.
more. Look at them. More. We actually never knew that this thing's work. Look. See that? We actually never knew that they were growing here. You know, and they were growing like right on the side. That might also explain why we miss them. So I might explain why we miss them. Okay, let's see whether we'll have any more here. Any more? Yep, right here. Wow, look at that one. That was forming a very powerful root system. They never really generated anything. So, do we have any more? Any more on the compost section? No? Okay, so we don't have any more on the compost. We don't have any more on the compost. So, but here's what we got, so far. Really exciting. We still have tons of sweet potatoes there, the ones that we actually planted there before, so, but look, guys, right on the compost, right on our compost right here, we got all this stuff, right on the compost. Amazing, right? Amazing stuff, amazing stuff. So here's where we are. We are likely going to, maybe we can try one more there. What's the time there?
36 minutes.
Okay, so we'll probably do a part 2 tomorrow. So here's the tally that we have. Essentially, we got all this right on the compost. All this stuff came from our compost. So see that? All this stuff directly from the compost, from this compost right here. So now, here's what we have left. So tomorrow, these are all sweet potatoes right here. See what you're looking at? So we have all these sweet potatoes left. We have another one that is beside the compost right here. Let me show you guys. So we have this one left. You can also see our beans, the Scarlet Runner. We have Scarlet Runner. A lot of them are ready to be picked. See how big these ones are. See? So the Scarlet Runners are, see? Bunches of Scarlet Runners. I think I actually only planted one here. But we have more sweet potatoes in here that will be picked tomorrow. We're going to do a part 2 of our sweet potatoes. Let me show you guys. Look at all this stuff right here. These are all sweet potatoes. Look at them. See that section? So the whole green grass you're looking at, they're all sweet potatoes. Look at all these tires. We have about 18 more tires. So we did about 5 tires there out of the 5. 4 were actually the ones we planted something on. And then we have about 18 tires here that we will have to harvest tomorrow. And then we'll do an update again on that. Now we have to go inside and listen to the election results. We have a lot of alcohol ready to celebrate if our candidate won. But for now, thank you for watching. For curing these sweet potatoes, what we're going to do essentially is we're going to get all this stuff right now. We'll grab them, we'll clean them out, see them. So we're going to grab all this stuff. We're going to take them out, clean them out. We'll clean them out and then we'll put them in an insulated bag. We'll put all this in an insulated bag for the next, look at that, look at that. So we're going to put all this in an insulated bag for the next 8 days. After that, we'll now put them in the pantry and then they will be ready to be eaten. You cannot eat them now because right now they're not sweet. But when we put them in the insulated bags, the starch will start breaking down and get converted into sugar, and that's when we get the sweetness. But tomorrow we'll do a part 2 of the rest of the harvest, and we'll post it and link it to this one so you guys can be able to see them. All right, thank you very much for watching, and keep gardening. All right, bye bye.